Morning, grade 9s. I'm quickly going to continue with exercise 2, unit 5.1. Ratio between the sides, length, area, and volume. Remember, just you need to know the formulas for the volume and the area of, say, a triangle or a square. So for the area, it's length time, and then for volume, time height. Okay, so for exercise 2.1, they just ask you what's going to happen if the sides double. So remember, if we have blocks, that side is x and that side is y. So what's my formula for the area? It's x times y. Now what does double mean? It's going to be 2y's or 2x's. So if you put it in the formula, you'll see it will be 2x times 2y. So remember, this answer will be x, y, because it's times, you can just put them together. So this answer will be 2 times 2 first, so it's going to be 4x, y. So if the sides double, the area is not just going to double, it's going to go 4 times bigger. So that's for 2.1, 2.2, they're going to ask you some of those questions. So just make sure it's not just doubling, it's going to be 4 times bigger. So for the volume of this one, it will be x times y times, say, the height of this little block was, say, b, whatever, it doesn't matter. And now it's going to double, all the sides it's going to double. So it's going to be 2x times 2y times 2b. So it's going to be 2 times 2 times 2. It's going to be 2, 4, 8x, y, b for the volume. Okay, there are examples that they show you. Just make sure. So the volume, if all the sides double, it's not just going to be double the volume. It's going to be 8 times the volume of the cube or the square or the rectangle that you're using. So just remember, area is the top side. That's the area of a rectangle. Volume will be what is inside. What can I put inside? So volume will be like liters or cool drink bottle, or what can we put inside? So that's why it's length times height times width, or you guys talk, width times height. Okay, area is length times width. So make sure quickly, you'll see 2.1, you must just say what happened every time. So they ask you, if the sides are double, the length will be 2x and the width will be 2y. So what happens? You'll see it's going to be 4 times bigger. Here they ask you what will happen if the lengths of the sides are triple. So now it's going to be a 3. Instead of x, it's going to be 3x. So what happens? 3x times 3y is going to be 9xy. So it's going to be 9 times bigger. 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, all of them are the same. 2.5, they want you to do some measurements. They want to show you what's going to happen if you make a small mistake. So let's say, for instance, we measure the first one, 2.5.1. There's a little square they give you, and they say the sides are 20 centimeters. So your real area is length times width. So it will be 20 times 20. This is now for 5, 2.5.1. Okay, so 20 times 20. My answer will be 400 cubic centimeters. Now they say, if 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter on the one side, so one of them you're going to make a little bit bigger, 21 times 20. So your answer is going to be 402. And now they ask you what's the difference between the two. So you just subtract 400 from 402. So my difference, my mistake that they call it, was 2 centimeters. And then the last one, they ask you to put it in percentage. Remember, percentage means times 100. So I'm going to take, what is the mistake? It's 2 centimeters. So they want to know how big is the mistake compared to my original area. So I put my mistake over my original error. Remember what I said when you get like 2 out of 10 for a test and you want to know what's the percentage. So you put your mark, the 2, over what was the total mark of the test, 10, and you times it with 100, and then you will get, you got like 20% for the test or something like that. So this is what they ask you here. You put your mistake. So what did we do? If we put 1 little centimeter there with the length, the difference is going to be 2 centimeters. So my mistake is 2. I put it over the total that I had was 400, and I times it with 100. And you'll see your mistake will be 0.5% of the area. Okay, I'm quickly going to do 2.5.2. Hertz, they say the cube size is 5, and they want the volume. The volume is length times width times height. Remember that. You need to know your formulas by now. So for volume, what was my length? It's 5 times cube, so all of them are the same. So my answer will be 125 centimeters per cube. Remember, now it's a 3 because it's per cube. So now they say 1 millimeter read too many on each side. So now it's going to be 5.1 times 5.1 times 5.1. You use your calculator for that, and you get your answer of 13251. Okay, so now what was my mistake? Again, take the big one, minus that one, you get your mistake. So my mistake was, in this case, 7. I can't see there anymore, so let's go. I'm going to take this one out. So my mistake for 2.5.2 was 7.651 centimeters cube. And then what you do is, remember, I need the percentage, so I put the mistake over the total volume from 1.5 and then times 100, and you get your answer. So you do that for 2.5.3, 2.5.4. Just make sure they'll show you what you need to do. What do you need to add? Just read there on the top. They tell you 1 millimeter on one of the sides, or 1 millimeter on all of the sides. Okay, 2.6, they give you the area of the rectangle is length times height, or length times width, and then the volume of the rectangle is length times width times height. Now complete the table. They just ask you what happens. So it's all like the first question. They ask you what's going to happen if B doubles. So B is going to be your width. Okay, so if B doubles, what's going to be? It's only going to be 2 times bigger, because normal, it will be length times B. They use the B here, so length times B. So my answer will be length B, but now they say B is going to double. So you're going to say length times 2B. So 1 times 2 is 2 length B. So what happened? It only doubles. So let's say, for instance, 2.6.5. Just do every now and then, so you must do them all by yourself, or we'll send you the answers tomorrow. So 2.6.5, they say if the length is 2 times, so now it's going to be 2 length, and B 3 times 3B, and H 4 times more, so it's going to be 4H. So my normal volume will be volume is length times B times height. So my answer will be length BH. But now the new one, they tell you 2 times. Okay, so my length is now. So now what I do, remember, this is for the new one, volume. It's 2L plus 3B times 4 height. So what's my always times my whole numbers first? So 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 4 is 24. And it's still LBH. So what happened with my volume? It's 24 times bigger than the original volume if the sides differ. Okay, so that's what you need to do there. And that's the whole 2 point, or the exercise 2 for unit 5.1.